So 5 basics you really want to know about to get the most out of your HX STOMP. Let's jump straight into it, guys. Please guys, take a second to go ahead and press that subscribe button. It only takes a second. And I upload HX STOMP videos every other day with free presets that you can download. So what's not to like, guys? And by the way, also please press the bell so you get the notifications. So the first one is the input impedance. I find it really to be the most important about HX STOMP if you're using it. So you want to set your input impedance matching to your guitar, because this means that your guitar will be speaking the best to the HX STOMP and it will enhance the overall tone if you're using the right impedance. Also, it can be a really nice way to kind of balance the difference between different guitars. Okay guys, so the input impedance, so standard, it will be set to auto, and that basically means that it can change the input impedance whenever it likes to. So what I like to do is I like to set it at 230k. To super basically say what it does, it's basically kind of a tone knob at the beginning of your chain. So if you have kind of a bright guitar, 230 will do. If you have a darker sounding guitar, you can actually go to 1 meg. So let's check out what it sounds like on auto. Let's check out 230. And now let's check out the 1 meg. And you basically want to set that because some of your patches will sound better on other days and it will sound a little dark on some days and a little super bright on other days. So that's why I really like to set my input impedance. The second thing while you're at that input stage is also the input gate. It can really help a lot if you're using a bit of gain. So I would really suggest you checking out that input gate, because as well you're limited to 6 blocks. So if you don't have to waste a block on a gate, that's really nice. The built-in line 6 amps and pedals and everything are made so that they don't have a ton of hiss, so you should be fine with only using that input gate. As far as the gate, so to turn the gate on, you just turn that knob, and then you have the decay. The decay standard is set at a pretty high level. What I like to do is I get it at about 200 milliseconds or lower. And then I set the threshold. So the threshold, you basically start out at the minimum. And I will put on this distortion here. And basically what that means, so this isn't going to be a nice tone, it's just to demonstrate for high gain. Right now, if I open my volume, you get a lot of noise. And how you set the threshold is basically right now you turn on the threshold until the noise goes away. And sometimes you might need to give it a little more, because if you have a lot of gain and you have monitoring, then you might start to get some squealing, and then you just need to give it a little more. So right now my volume is all the way open and we don't have any noise. So that's really nice. Okay, so that's the gate, guys. The third thing is the tuner. So you guys know that out of the box you get one dedicated foot switch to the tuner, and a lot of guys will kind of do away with that. Also me, I don't really like to have to dedicate a foot switch to a tuner, I will either use an external tuner, but the best thing is that you can still access the tuner. Just press the action and the page button simultaneously and you get your nice tuner. Is the global EQ. So a lot of guys with modeling stuff will use an EQ after everything, but the HX STOMP has a built-in EQ over everything. So if you are having to use an EQ over all of your presets and it's always the same, you don't need to waste a block on that. You can actually just use the global EQ and you save on another block, so that's an amazing thing, guys. Please check that out. To access the global EQ, we're going to press the two page buttons simultaneously and then we'll just go into the global EQ. And right now we're just having this awesome global EQ here, and you get your low cut that you can do for everything. You get your lows and you can set the Q here and the gain. If you want to know more about EQs, you can search for a video of that, but basically this is kind of a parametric EQ, which gives you a low cut, a high cut, and then your three different bands that you can cut or boost at your own cue that you like. And the last thing but not least thing, which I covered in another video, which you can check out in the cards, and that will be up there normally, and that is IRs. Please guys, please use some of your external third-party IRs, because the building caps, they are nice, but IRs are just way better, guys. Just check out some Celestian IRs, check out some own hammer IRs, or if you're really greedy and really cheap, like some guys are, then you check out the free IRs I have in the show more section down below. It is from company Red Wires. You just have to assign on the email and you will get some really nice greenback IRs. I use them all the time and they sound amazing. So there you have it, guys, 5 basics to get the most out of your HX STOMP. Please take a second to subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second and you will get a lot of my HX STOMP videos. I upload HX STOMP videos almost every other day, so I hope you guys enjoy it. While you're down there, please go ahead and comment, go ahead and like. It really helps me out, guys, and then I will see you for the next one.